Hello. Welcome. This is Dirty 20 Gaming, and I'm Solar Dasher. I'm going to go through a little bit of this is and that's to make sure everybody is functional this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever it is that you are right now. Woohoo! Sorry, sugar finally kicked in. I've only been waiting for it all day long. All right. So we're going to get a few things out of the way. First of all, our tabletop of choice tonight is Roll20. All the figures you see on screen were created in Hero Forge. I knew I could find it somewhere. So any music you hear is from Ben Sound. And the creators of this lovely bit of characters that we have before us are all here today.
Yay!
Woo! So we'll start with Lovari, and we'll move our way over.
Hi, I'm Gloriosa. I am your friendly neighborhood Lovari, who is a tiefling warlock.
As we're all trying to remember our characters.
I'm like, wait, where's my
we've been away
character
for so long. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just that I felt it was better to take those days off indefinitely.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, I was a mess those days after work.
Yeah, well, and the holidays are a good time to take a break. She's a tiefling sorceress. I completely didn't forget her class. And she is here to have a good time, I guess, with her hangover.
We'll get into that shortly. Next up, Keldalin.
Hello, I am Aaron playing Keldalin, our local druid and executor of bonks.
Okie dokie, Wild Locust.
Hi, I'm Leah. I'm playing Wild Locust, our friendly, very shy elven ranger. And she has just remembered why she doesn't like drinking.
Oh, this will be interesting to say the very least.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm sorry. Did you want to go ahead and go, Linus?
Yeah, sure. I am Bison, regular contributor on this channel. I play Linus Longshadow, a halfling fighter with far too many brothers, and yeah, he's got big boots to fill.
Okay, and what I was about to say was, excuse me if I sniffle throughout. I think I'm trying to catch a cold. I'm trying my best.
He was hoping you'd
Stop it!
Yeah.
Stop it!
See, the good news is it can't be caught through Twitch, or it can't be caught through Zoom, so we're good on that.
It's not an internet.
And last but not least, our newest character. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hello, everybody. I am Corin. I am your half-orc dad. He might be a little mean, but he means well, and you might get grounded for a week, but he'll roll the TV into your room.
All right.
And I'm Shane, the real person.
As opposed to the fake Shane.
If any of you guys have any links you wish to share for what you're doing when you're not here, go ahead and put them in the chat. And as always, you can find me mainly in Discord because I don't stream no more. And I'm not in any other shows at the moment. And thank you, Gloriosa, for the Discord show. All right. All right, so last time you guys finished up your quest in Thunder Tree. You decided to you got the item you were looking for. You were going to check out the cult, but decided to nope right out of there, and definitely noped away from the dragon. Where
Wise
you
decision.
guys just kind of wandered into Neverwinter after that, and had a birthday party. Ended up finding one of the special masks from the workers that work there,
Oh yeah.
and ended up with a hangover. And Linus, who met up with the group sometime in the middle, had a lot of
Feywine.
fun,
Lot of
and so did
Feywine.
Kevin, and everybody had just had a lot of fun. However, all fun must come to an end, and everybody ended up falling asleep. Y'all get a long rest. However, some of you guys have been drinking.
Oh boy.
So let's get some constitution rolls going to see who is good and who is not.
Aaron abstains and will go to bed early to get a proper night's rest because he knows he's gonna have to wrangle these folks in the morning.
Oh, Caldolin!
Oh, why?
Oh,
were we just
Caldolin,
such a
why?
That's appropriate.
That is so appropriate.
That is so appropriate.
After what was
The two-
happening at the last time when you were drinking, yeah, that is
The
appropriate.
two tree
Still need
huggers
one.
botched their constitution rolls. Two country.
I still need
kids.
one from
Lilvari?
Lavari.
I don't think was Lilvari drinking.
You were
No,
there.
No, she
Lavari
was
was
not participating.
recovering.
Yes, that's right.
Lavari, you don't need it, and I don't think
I'm fine.
Corin was drinking either, so it's just those three. Linus, which makes sense because that's the way you were rolling that night too, I think, or
Oh
something
no.
along those lines.
Oh no, we were doing terrible that night. That was hilarious.
You managed to wake up with a slight headache, but it's one of those that's, you know, you
Just
can pop
another
an
Tuesday.
ibuprofen and be fine type deals.
It's called a working migraine. It'll be fine.
Oof, too real.
Haldolin, you wake up with the worst hangover you have ever had. And we're talking about one of those that even if you just open your eyes a slight in the darkest of rooms, your head is still going to be pounding until next Tuesday. So, unless someone hopefully will help him, but it won't be Wild Locust because she's just about the same way.
She's
You
talking
guys
to the
had
big white
way
telephone.
too much fun and are definitely well hung over. You have to get Linus to teach you the trick.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to do? Because it's still early morning and it's breakfast time.
Why does it smell like a sock soaked in beer in here?
Linus stops, takes his shoe off, check. Oh, sorry, that one's mine. Brings it out, puts it back on, sits at the table.
I think realistically, Kelvin's the very last one awake out of everyone.
We can
He
say
failed
that,
his deck save.
Well, I will explain why I rolled that once everyone else is awake.
I have a feeling I know why, but go ahead.
All right. So poor Wild Locust, she sits up and she's swearing quite beautifully in Elvish. It's like music, but it's really bad words. And she's got her eyes like squinted shut, just like barely opened.
Super
And
bedhead.
she's just like looks over and is like, why?
So remember, all the boys are in one room and the girls are in the other.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. It's still like, why? She's just wondering why the world is hurting her.
Are you okay? Wait, is Lilvari? I don't even know where Lilvari is.
Yeah,
Where
you were
is
in the
Lilvari?
same
Lilvari
room.
was.
The girls had one
where
room.
Lilvari went into the girls' room, into the room that was designated for the girls, and knocked out before most of the fun had finished. Basically, right after the cakes and or whatever was brought out, she
That's
felt
right.
really, really sleepy and went to bed early.
And then we
Mhm.
brought the booze out.
Then we brought the booze out. And unfortunately, when you come over and like, are you okay? And you pat me on the back, I go, "Bleh." And you're like, oh, Baywine.
I was just gonna say, was that a burp or was that a puke? Because
It was a burp.
A little
She
bit of
pat me
both.
on the back. It's
Maybe
like, Baywine. And I'm just like,
Ooh.
uh,
Oh my. Wow.
Now, you guys do still have a ticket for room service? I suggest that you maybe talk to Linus to find out what would be the best option for breakfast to help ease the hangover.
Hangover cures.
Greasy breakfast.
Linus somehow has all of
Don't start. That's
Okay,
the best cure.
Okay, so Lilvari's gonna be like, she's gonna first of all like take a step back.
Good call.
So
With that constitution, good call.
yeah. So what they get is Linus is like, I'll go have a talk with the bartender. I'll be right back.
Oh
See what
no,
happens.
we are
Oh,
not
wait,
doing
did we
hair of
end
the
up-
dog.
Okay, I feel like
not
at
hair of
this-
the dog, not hair of the dog. What he comes into the room, you can barely see him because he's a halfling. He's got this huge platter in his hands, just hefting it without a problem. And
Massive
it's
sausage.
3 very large pitchers of water, some lightly roasted potatoes with a little bit of like olive oil, so it's not too
Heavy.
heavy. Some toast, a little bit of bacon on the side just in case, and then because Corin and Lilvari are fine, there's also eggs and some. Oh gosh, what else would go really well with all that?
Coffee.
Oatmeal.
Yeah. Whatever passes for coffee in Neverwinter.
Coffee.
Yeah.
So I imagine as you get back to the boys' room, you're about to open the door. You just hear a from the inside, and then and then like scrambling of paws on the ground.
Wow. Lilvari will be like, okay, hold that thought. Hold that thought. And like hurry over to the boys' room. Like throws on a bathrobe. Are you okay?
You just hear.
Oh, puppy.
You just see so as the door opens, you just see Keldalin's paws over his nose under the bed. His eyes closed as he's trying to hide from the light.
So Linus brings the food in. He's very careful. He sets it down. He's quiet. He tiptoes over to Keldalin's bed, peeks his head under. I'd offer you a bit of the hair of the dog, but I think you've got that covered, don't you?
Linus, what was in that cake?
We had fey wine after you left. That's my fault.
Oh.
Keldolin would kind of like poke his nose out his snout out just enough and start licking like potato after potato with just his tongue from the potato.
And I pretty much have my head in a pitcher of water. Just
Yeah. Just let that absorb some of the alcohol. Be careful. Drink plenty of water. I'll get you a dish or something.
I'm almost done the crossword if anybody needs me.
Oh, hello there. Never met you before. I'm Linus.
Yeah, Corin, this is Linus. Linus, meet Corin.
Pleasure to meet you, bud.
Corin is a very large half orc. He is, just to catch you up, he is a soldier of fortune. He's in it for the money for the most part, but he knows his skills are valued greatly. He got signed on because he heard this group might need an extra blade in the fire, so here he is. He's very short with people, but he's very well meaning.
Okay.
Well, he's fairly short in general, isn't he? He's a half orc.
Half orcs are usually.
Half orcs are
Oh, are
big.
they tall? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Linus is a halfling. He's a
remember.
stout halfling, so he's wee. He's a little bit under 3 feet tall. But he doesn't carry himself like a short person. It's kind of a weird thing with him. He's very outgoing. He's got an impish grin. The sideburns extend down to about the middle of the cheek. And that does absolutely nothing to hide the absolute trouble that this man is thinking up on a regular basis. He's not a fan of bullies. He was known around Phandelver as someone who liked to thump bandits. And the hammer is the ever-present warhammer that he carries is called humility.
I think we're gonna get along just fine.
Yeah.
After about like 5 or 10 minutes, like there's a small talk going on. Keldelin's finished his plate of food, finished his water, and he slowly crawls out from under the bed. It's pitch black from head to toe, wolf with bright green eyes. Looks up at everyone. It's still kind of like that squinted look that people who have really bad hangovers have, where they're still not fully over it.
Still a little bit drunk.
Eyes eyes are 2 piss holes in the snow.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna look from Corin to Linus to Lavari at the door, and is just gonna kind of slowly pad over to Lavari and have a seat like right around her feet and look up and look for Scritches.
She is absolutely going to scritch his ears very, very gently. Very gently. And she's going to be like, okay, so Linus, Corin seems to do what you do, but with an axe instead of the hammer.
Sounds about right.
His gear is well maintained, but also well used. Like when you get somebody that you hire on as a sword, you don't want somebody coming in with the tag still on their stuff. So
Linus's gear is also fairly well maintained. The hammer glows faintly, but the armor looks like it's been handed down. Like his sallet helm has a dent in the head, pretty sizable one. There's evidence that this armor is definitely, he's not the first person to wear it.
cool.
Yeah, but other than that, it's of surprisingly decent quality. Dent in the head explains a lot. Wait till you hear how he got it. Weird thing about Linus. The long shadow is literal. Whenever he has a shadow, it looks about 3 times longer than it's supposed to be.
Ooh, cool.
Neato torpedo.
That's rad.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I've yet to actually explain why.
That's cool. I don't want to know.
And we'll know if we need to know. How's that?
Yes.
Are we gonna go check on? Should we go check on Wild Locust?
At that,
Ooh,
Keldelin's ears will poke up and he'll quickly start padding along the corridor over to Wild Locust.
We'd better be a little quiet. I think she may have outdrunk me last night.
She has some. She had some wine.
Oh, yes, she did. She certainly did.
Keldelin will just like poke his nose into the room, trying to see if he sees Wild Locust and Spirit in there.
I wouldn't go nose first if I were you.
Oh, she's a stinky drunk.
Just a little on the upset tummy side.
Oh, let's see what happens.
Mm.
Caldwell immediately backs out. Like
Ha ha ha. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can stand up. Yeah, I stood.
It's a little
I'm like,
shaky.
a little shaky. She's got her hands out. She's standing like next to the bed, eyes closed, her hands out, doing the I'm standing, I'm standing.
Linus from the door. Are you okay in there, Shrub?
There's too much breeze. The world is moving.
Oh, trust me, dear.
There's too much breeze.
It stops for no one. There's too much breeze. That's such an elf thing to say. I love it.
I'm trying here.
This just reminds me of a very, very bad, like, quote unquote unwritten law for a southern state where it's you're not legally considered drunk until your feet can no longer hold onto the ground.
Yeah.
I've heard that one before.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't have lesser restoration or anything for y'all. That's
You
out
just
of
have
character.
to suffer through it.
That's
Yeah,
out of
it's
character.
gotta-
I've been like scouring my spell list. Like there's gotta be something I can do for her. I mean, there's nothing.
I might be able to
Nothing.
help with food. Hold on. What can I do here? That's I can only do that during a short rest, and that's just for extra hit points.
Mm.
No, it's not. Being a good cook does not help. Sorry.
It's alright.
I think they really need like one of the extra greasy like funnel cakes. Like those are pretty good for a hangover.
Well, bland starchy
told.
foods are the best for hangovers. So literally lightly roasted potatoes.
Unless you're down here where I'm at, then it's menudo.
Isn't that
All
a
I
band?
think is the Ricky Martin band.
Yeah.
I know it's not that.
I know it's not. That's all I think of.
Anyway.
I mean, that's what my mother-in-law hasn't made this year. Huh. I mean, this season, I should say. Anyway,
Okay.
eventually,
I'm up and moving, which is good.
Barely.
Eventually, you guys eat and drink and start feeling a little better.
And I'm okay with like basically taking a short rest and like not really getting going until like noon, so they can.
Well, that was what I
recover.
was thinking also.
Mhm.
That you guys don't get started till like later on in the day.
And
Well,
I'm so
lightweight
glad I
safe.
have my cape on with the hood all the way down to where you see nothing. Now I
Corin
can look
has
like a little shrub.
Corin has a annoyed look on his face that everyone's taking so long to get going in the morning, seeing as how he's been up before the sun was even up. He's been to the store and back, and you're all still getting up.
It's not so easy for the kids there. I mean, I did get them quite drunk.
No, if he looks bored or if he looks like he has even a moment of like spare time or whatever, Lilvari is grilling that guy. Like she wants to know where he's been, what adventures he's had, how he got his armor, like what's his mother's maiden name. She is totally gonna be like, tell me everything. So if he wants to tell some war stories, like absolutely she will be happy to like hear them while the others are getting going.
Yeah. When did you lose your first tooth? When when did you get your first axe? She's
Did you
got the
name
list.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Corin,
Okay, so Lavari and Corin are going to play 20 questions. And
Linus is playing nurse.
the other two are just trying to function. So it's a few hours. Everybody's starting to feel better. The 20 questions are being answered multiple times, different ways, because some people are just stubborn. I don't know. At any rate, I want one last Constitution from Keldalin and Wild Locust.
Oof. Hey, there you go.
A little bit better.
Wild Locust, you're pretty much getting over it. Keldalin, you're still feeling like caca. But it's not enough to hinder you from movement. So the next thing is you guys
Just
are ready to
don't
get
cast
moving.
Thunderwave.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No,
We might have to have a friendly fire count started with you did that.
Oh, no.
I see an arrow coming your way.
Oh, don't worry, I can't cast spells with this one.
Okay. So. Well, normally Lilvari would be asking Keldalin kind of what's next on the list, like what's on the docket. But Keldalin doesn't look like he even knows where the docket is at the moment.
Does Keldalin know that he can change shape? Like he's not just a. Is that how hungover he is? He's forgotten to turn back.
Forgotten how to
No,
human.
he would have turned back by this point.
Okay.
It only lasts an hour.
Corin was mostly trying to make a funny, but
Yeah.
an 8 charisma. That's how the funny comes out.
It's fine. No, I hold up the necklace and hand it to Lavari and say, "Need to return now."
Oh, right. I forgot
Yeah,
about
we gotta go back to Phandelver.
this. I was kind of enjoying Neverwinter.
At least at some point. If there's more you want to do in Neverwinter, we can do that first.
This is why I don't like cities and people. Oh, I want
This
to
is
go
why
back
I
to the
haven't had
woods.
drinks before, only mushrooms.
Linus pulls out looks like 2 pieces of cotton, hands one to Keldalin, hands one to Wild Locust. Just sort of twist them up a little bit and stick them in your ears, it'll help.
All right. To Phandelin we go.
Sounds like a party. I'm still playing nurse, really. I'm just trying to help these 2 goobers out.
By all means.
I'm herding cats and dogs, apparently.
Right then.
All right, everybody in the back of the station wagon, let's go.
He's got like dad at the airport energy.
We have to be there 4 hours early or else.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a marching order, please.
I
Wild
am
Locust?
draped over my spirit wolf, kind of just like draped over, going, "Lead the way."
Being dragged slowly.
Forward.
I think Linus
saw
will
our
probably
cart.
take either point or second point, near the front.
I would think Linus, Walt Locust, and Keldalin are all gonna kind of pretty much be together.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta keep these 2 goobers.
So you can so that Linus can keep an eye on the 2 hungovers.
2 drunkers.
And so I just basically I need to know who's up in front.
Lilvari will go ahead and take up the front, and then if Corin is okay with that,
Corin will join you to continue the 20 questions on the walk.
Oh, perfect! I love that.
Okay, I need one of you to figure out who is going to be rolling this d20.
Me. I haven't gotten to roll one for our marching order yet.
Go for it.
4.
guys are fine, and you make it probably to about here before night begins to fall.
Only we had someone.
Do you guys wish to continue or camp out?
So Lilvari's gonna take a look at Keldlin and Wild Locust and Keldlin and then be like, we should just camp here.
Yeah,
We
should
can
be
still
fine
see
by
the
now.
city.
I'm just gonna take first watch. Good night.
Corin,
We're like standing in the middle of the road, the fire's
Yeah.
gone. It's like, here's
Yeah.
good. It's like,
Corin,
if I
I
yell
took-
loud enough, the guard's gonna hear me. Like, we're not that far.
I took the country kids out for a night drinking on the town. Do you remember the first time you've been drinking?
No.
Oof.
Have you?
Have you? Yeah.
No. No.
Linus sort of stopped and like
Wait,
blinks
you-
a few times.
Wait, what?
What kind of mercenary doesn't drink?
The kind that lives to the next day.
Mind-boggling. Anyways,
It's unpleasant.
let the kids enjoy their first hangover, because I'm sure they're at the point where they're just loving it, just loving life. And then we'll make double time in the morning.
They are much faster when they're not slumped.
Yeah, elves tend to be faster when they're not trashed.
Yeah, because what I'm going to say is that this overnight is going to go ahead and finish curing the hangover. Other than the water that I'm pretty sure that Linus has been feeding them both. Pretty
hydrated.
well to get them hydrated again. So, So I need to know who's on first watch.
Me.
Okay, Lavari, roll
I'll
me a
take
d20.
second.
Use them. Four. Does it?
Then fours
wait,
love you today.
Did I? Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, it's
I'll
not.
still take the 4.
It's not stuck on 4. That's all I wanted to know.
I know. But everything goes fine. Who's taking second watch?
I will.
All right. The kids are finally asleep. They're way out, but they're looking a lot more better than they were this morning, and even when and even better than when you guys left.
So I'm like picturing that like Keldlin is like curled up like all asleep and cute and stuff, and then Wild Locust is probably like snoring to wake the dead. Like is the mental picture like this tiny little
starfish.
elf.
Starfish.
No. I got it. We got Keldlin on one side, the spirit on the other, and Wild Locust right in the middle. But yeah, she's zonked out snoring, and the other two are just like out.
Just cold.
It's like Huey, Dewey, and Louie sleeping. They all three of them have different tones. So it's like
Me.
All right. So, Linus, roll me a d20, please.
Alrighty. Wham. Even 10.
Nothing in particular happens on your shift either.
Enjoy the sound of the ocean from here.
Mm-hmm. This would still hear it.
Yeah. And the sound of the orchestra in the back.
Who's taking third shift?
I'll do it.
Okay. So I am going to need, a 15. Everything is still kosher.
Hello. Good. Nice, quiet, darkest part of the night. Everybody's asleep.
And
I can get some work done around the house.
Around the campfire.
Yep.
Finally.
Doing it all wrong.
and who's going to take the last watch?
Keldlin will take the last watch.
I'll wake up too.
All right, Keldlin, I need you to roll a d20. Nothing happens. In fact, you're actually feeling better. That's probably why you don't see or hear anything.
Hmm.
You've gotten the sweats. The sweats are through.
Ooh. Oh, that's the worst
Kind of
part.
returned to everybody
Oh.
has pretty much returned to normal. Nobody is hungover anymore. If you want, you could have like some lingering headache, but other than that, you're pretty much fine.
My
So now
elven
that our-
constitution should have made that fey wine just go right through me, but no.
I'm picturing like Corin as soon as the sun is up, like, okay, get up, you can sleep when you're dead.
I was like, what's my survival? Can I make coffee decently? Can I have it prepped before everybody gets up?
Go for it.
Okay.
I have cooking tools. I can actually help you.
There you go.
Oh my gosh,
So
the
roll with
Wonder
advantage.
Twins. The Wonder
Either
Twins
the-
here.
Let's see. Yeah, Linus is able to make the coffee
Oh yeah,
and whatever breakfast he wants.
it's like bangers and mash. He's easy.
How am I doing? Don't remember.
And it's prepared just as everybody finishes waking.
Caldolin would look over to Linus as he's making food and be like, "Do you want some shrooms to add to that?"
I think we're going to
Depends.
pass on the shrooms for tonight. I remember what happened the last time we did drugs. I'm sure you may still remember what happened the last time we did drugs. It wasn't that long ago.
It was mainly for Mr. Grumpy Gills over there, but
Don't worry, I've got him caffeinated. We'll be fine.
Corin looks over. He's like, "Are you talking about microdosing?"
Oh my god.
what?
Just a paper I read. Never mind. You're fine. Believe it or not, Corin is incredibly intelligent, which is why he doesn't drink.
Linus isn't, which is why he does.
Wild Locust is young. That's why she did.
She
It's
doesn't
like
know better
Caldolin
yet.
is also
But she does
young.
Well, they know better now, so.
Yeah.
No,
made
they
the mistake
don't.
of-
They'll
they made the
do it
mistake of trusting
again.
a halfling when it came to drink.
And clearly Corin just doesn't have enough trauma.
Or he has too much.
All right, so eventually, after eating and drinking a bunch of coffee, which manages to perk everybody up because I don't give a cud.
Second day, I only ever have a 1-day hangover. It's good.
You're fine. You guys are headed back down the high road towards Phandelver.
Huzzah.
I need to know if the marching order has now changed.
Yes, I am scouting. Very perfectly scouting.
So I will need you to roll me a d20 then, please.
Because I just gave the. Because
Okay.
I just gave the lightweight coffee. Yeah, she's
Yes!
good.
Oh,
She
great.
is going. And
You're good to go.
probably not very stealthily, but
No, we're not worried about
Alright.
stealth. We're worried more about who or what you're going to encounter.
okay.
So far, no one. You're getting
never
pretty close to
understand.
Cragmaw hideout at this point, and it's starting to get dark. So, I'll give you guys options. Do you want to go to Cragmaw hideout for the night? There'll be free food, free drink.
Oh, that's where all our buddies are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
gonna say, can
pretty
you
much.
remind me what Cragmaw hideout is?
It's where all the goblins were, wasn't it?
And where you guys left, what's her name?
Lila.
Lila.
Okay, I don't.
Lila.
Did I join after you guys left that one?
I think that you passed by with them at one point because
Okay.
you were dropping off that big ogre.
Yeah, we were
or
dropping off.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You could either do that or try and push to Phandelver or spend the night right where you're at.
Oh yeah, this is where you found Linus tied up because he said the wrong thing.
So Lavari's gonna look at Corin and be like, you know, we probably could push to Phandelver if you're not satisfied with the amount of travel.
We can do Cragmaw. We're fine. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Good idea.
satisfied with today's progress.
Good
Very
idea.
good.
Good. Excellent.
Okay, so you guys end up staying the night at Cragmaw. You guys all get a full night's rest. You don't have to worry about sentries because the hideout is guarded well by the 2 ogres or whatever it was that they were. I don't
Yeah,
care
I think
anymore.
it was a couple of orcs.
Orcs. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You're protected by a couple of orcs. You wake up to a wonderful breakfast that the goblins have made. Layla is teaching them well, and they're being very, very behaved. Once you've eaten breakfast, you guys are ready to get back on your way. And I just need one more d20 from our resident scout to see if we see anything before we hit Phandelver. And no, we don't.
Good and bad.
I've never understood the thing because in all the times I've played 5e, which is really only just here on the channel, I've never had something happen. Never once.
You've never had a wandering monster?
Never had a wandering monster. Not once.
Well, we
Um,
did a little
we had
bit,
one-
but they were friendly.
One
They ended up being friendly because of Keldolin.
Yep.
was Linus here for the group that we tried to talk that I tried to talk us out of?
The
Because we
orcs,
had that
tr-
one.
We tried to talk out the orcs, but that was
I think
the
Linus
Tribor
wasn't.
Trail. That was actually something we were doing, and then they wouldn't listen, so we beat the piss out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we were coming back, we ran into a group of hobgoblins?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Oh,
I
yeah, you did
literally
at one
missed the
point.
one random
You
encounter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
The streak continues.
Yep.
Oh, that's it. We're gonna have to make sure you
Yeah. Nothing.
get from
You get
either-
nothing. Good day, sir.
You will get nothing and like it.
Okay, Phandelver.
Thank you.
Let's explore.
So you guys make it to Phandelver, and you make it to Halia's home, which is over here, I think. Yeah. So like, hey, you
Here.
can go bye-bye, my friend. Oh, I know. There. The only one that doesn't have their token on here would be...
Corin, you can actually drag your name. onto the
I was
map,
told
and
that last time, and I forgot.
It takes
Got
a
it.
couple times to sink in.
Yeah. I only remembered because I did it 10 minutes ago on the world map.
No, that. That one. Are you no go?
Yeah, you're there.
Ah, there we go. I got it. We're good.
Yay!
You're by the sleeping giant. Oh, there's my wolf.
Sorry.
Oh,
And then you're over here. You're over here.
Two of you.
Yeah.
that's right. I'm so important. There's two of me.
Oh
Stand
my
back.
gosh. They're twins.
Where's the party marker go? Oh.
Told you about my trauma.
All right.
What's-
There. I found the party marker again. Haha.
What's funny is that the faces were slightly different when I was zoomed out.
So they look
Maybe.
like two different people?
Yeah.
There. Ta-da.
Yay.
You fixed it.
So, since Lilvari has been entrusted with the necklace, I suppose,
Mhm. Yes.
she's going to head up to the door, and she'll, raise a hand to knock and then be like, do any of you actually know this person? Because I don't. So, should somebody that they know perhaps know?
Was it Kelderlin who got the quest initially, or was it?
This is the. Oh shit! I don't even remember.
They got this quest before I joined, so it was probably before you joined also.
Well, Caldolin's been with. It was me and Caldolin. We
I
got
meant
it.
Linus,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Before Linus joined it probably would
Mhm.
be. But anyway. So yeah, Lovari's not exactly like shy, but she's like, are they gonna like try to shoot me if I knock on the door? Like, there's been some strife around here. Like, are they gonna be welcoming? Like,
Hold on.
what the heck?
I think I put you guys in
She's
the
gonna
wrong
knock
spot
anyway.
Felt good. Should be okay. They were nice people. At least from the distance I could see them.
So, Wild Locust, you know them. Does that mean that you've talked to this person too, Galdon? Because I don't know them.
Didn't talk to them.
Did we just do somebody else's quest?
Well,
It was one of mine. It was one of it was,
Yeah.
it was one of the group quests that we were told about.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the heck they are again.
No, Corin is
Still-
actually asking the group. He's like, "Did you do somebody else's job for them?" It's like, whose is this?
You know, Layla, the nice lady that we had dinner and everything with last night. She talked to this nice lady, and the nice lady wanted her necklace back or something like that. And so, yeah, we did Layla's.
Oh, that explains it. Okay, got it.
Well, and I mean, Corin, you kind of showed up and started hitting people that we were supposed to hit. So, like, I feel like you would already be on the train of doing someone else's job.
But I'm supposed to do your job with you.
Well,
There
we
you
didn't
go.
know that at the time.
I had you in the wrong spot. Sorry. So there, you've
Okay.
gotten her home. All you gotta do is knock on the door. She's actually sitting on the porch, knitting.
Oh, so she's been sitting on the porch while Lil Bari is standing at the door like, is this person nice?
Pretty much.
She's sitting there knitting. She's like, I certainly hope I am.
I'm waiting for, like, Spirit the Wolf or whatever to just sort of, like, come up and nudge one of them and be like,
Yeah.
Okay, Kelly will knock on the door.
Well, she's sitting.
She's
she's
sitting right there.
I didn't
Just
hear that part.
completely ignoring
Holy
Old
shit, he has
lady.
to come.
Oh, Kelly will. Fine. Kelly will take the necklace and be like, excuse me. We went over to Thunder Tree and we found your necklace. Or, well, your family necklace anyway. And we just thought we would return it to you guys.
Well, thank you so very much. I'm glad you guys were able to get that done. No harm came to you guys. You seem to have picked up a couple more people.
Yeah, nothing long lasting anyway.
And
Your
kick a stone
necklace. Your necklace was of such importance. We brought additional help.
Apparently so. That's good. That's good. That's good. Each one of you gain 100 silver coins.
dang, lady.
Of course, I cleaned up and put everything where it was supposed to go, not where I want it to be. So I don't have a pencil.
Ah,
Now, I heard tell that you've done a lot of stuff for this little town. There's a few more places I could suggest you may seek to see if they need any assistance. One of them is the Eldermouth. Excuse me. The Eldermouth Orchard. Things have been going strange over there. I don't know. Just something tells me there's something over there that may be of interest to you. And then Sister Garrely has just really been acting weird. At the Shrine of Luck, yeah, I suggest you try and find her and see what's going on with her as well.
That's probably a good idea for us to check out. Thank you.
Can't be going around with bad luck now, can we?
I plan on staying here and spending the rest of the time I have tending my children and sewing up these little blankets so I can sell them to the people here in town.
How many does she have any blankets there?
I was just thinking on buying one.
Way ahead of you.
Ooh,
They're
handmade
crochet.
blankets.
They're crocheted blankets. She does have a sample that is standing, basically kind of set up against the wall of what it looks like. It's one of those traditional crochet blankets. It's nothing fancy. But this one comes in, the one that she has up there is in white and brown. The one she's working on is in red and yellow.
Will she sell her display?
Oh, she's got a few
Oh.
more in the back. If you had a specific color in mind, she may have it.
Whatever she's got handy, I'll take one.
Purple?
Linus is gonna buy
Purple
one
and
too.
blue, yes.
Linus is going to get one that is red, yellow, and brown. Very specific.
That, sir, I'm going to have to make special. I can do that next, but if you pay up front, I'd be more than happy to get it done for you as quick as I can.
Not a problem, lass. How much do they cost?
Well, the two-tone ones, like you see behind me, are going to be 5 copper pieces. The 3-tone is going to be 8.
Linus hands her 4 gold.
My. Are you paying for everybody, or is this just for you?
Consider it a tip.
Thank you. She puts it in a coin purse, and then she sets the blanket she's working on aside. She gets the ones that everybody in the team wants. That she's able to find one for every one of you, whichever color you wanted. Lavari, yours is purple and blue. What color were you looking for, Wild Locust?
I'm looking for green and kind of mute colors. With a
How about
if she
green and white?
does green and white, that's perfect. She wants a
So
little
she
bit.
finds one that she does find one that's green and white and hands it to you. Keldolin, what colors were you looking for?
Oh. That's a bit tricky there. Probably bright green with like a very earthy brown color.
She doesn't have one that's quite bright because, again, it is what it is. You can only get certain colors of green, but it is a really dark green with a light brown that kind of makes it look like earth with grass.
That'll work.
Cornyn?
Doesn't really care for the color. It's like it never did anything for me, but he's like, support your local artists, and he slap stamp a bunch of money.
Just all right. So she gives you a choice of blankets. Like she offers the one that's behind her, which is again brown and white.
Perfect. I'll take it.
All right. So then she takes up and puts up a Christmas like one. It actually has like a Christmas. It's actually like red background with a green Christmas tree. And anybody who crochets, please don't hate on me because I don't know if that actually can be done. The ones that I'm giving out to the others, I know can.
Yeah.
But the Christmas tree one, please forgive me for that one. I have to talk to my sister. But anyway. Aww. Now then. So she tells Linus to come back in 2 days. That she should have the one with the multicolors ready by then.
Spectacular.
All right, thank you guys so very much. This will make sure that my son and I can my son, daughter, and I can pretty much eat for the next couple of years. Because no, she gets a good deal from the farm, so you know.
Linus knows the power of a gold piece.
By the power of the colored
Yeah.
blankets, we summon Captain Comfort.
So now everybody can add on one handmade blanket in the colors that I've advised you on.
I wrote it down on my character sheet, like they used to do in the old days.
Oh yay!
Back in my day.
And
Right in
basically,
my day.
and then she tells you how to get to both the orchard and to the luck shrine. So I'm going to leave it up to you as a party now, since that quest is now complete. You can head to either the luck shrine or the orchard.
Well, to be honest, the Luck Shrine is literally right down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
I'm like,
oh
let's
look,
just-
shit, it's right there. How
Yeah.
could you
Yeah,
not
let's
seen
just
it?
walk over there.
It's but a hop, skip, and a jump away.
A little bit more than that. These feet are a little small.
Let's
But small
go.
legs. Shrine.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Knows Sister something.
Sister Garrely.
Sister Garrett.
Is acting weird.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and read you this little blurb that they've got here. So let's see what it says here. Phandelver's only temple is a small shrine made of stones taken from nearby ruins. It is dedicated to Timora, goddess of luck and good fortune. The shrine is in the care of a scholarly acolyte named Sister Garrely, a zealous elf who despairs of ever ridding Phandelver of the red bands, which obviously that's not the case anymore because they are gone. Sister Garrely is a member of the Harpers, a scattered network of adventurers and spies who advocate equality and covertly oppose the abuse of power. Just Louise, this is like reading a novel. The Harpers gather information throughout the land to thwart tyrants and any leader, government, or group that grows too strong. They aid the weak, the poor, and oppressed. Sister Garrely regularly reports to her superiors on events in and around Phandelver. Now then, Sister Garrely is going to be right at the shrine, basically trying to make it look, spruce it up, make it look nice and pretty and anything else you may want to call it. So, if you wish, you may go ahead and approach her.
Linus.
I don't talk. You don't want me to talk.
It doesn't
Linus
matter
just
who,
sort of-
just someone could just tap her on the shoulder like
Yeah.
while she's cleaning. And she'll turn around and say hello.
Excuse me. We're a local group of, well, I guess adventurers would be the best way to describe us. We heard tales of some potential problems here at the Luck Shrine.
Well,
Would you know any of
guys, come closer. I can't tell too much too loud. So come close, please. So, you guys go ahead and approach.
I can't. Nope.
Well, those
Yeah.
who are going to listen to Sister Garrely, okay? Now, she
I'm back
she basically sits down in a chair that's right there in the middle of the shrine. And there's a few like little benches, I'm going to say, also made out of ruins, so that people could sit around and listen to her preach if she wants to preach. Whatever, or do whatever sisters do. So she's gonna sit down and she's gonna say, recently I've reported to the superiors and they've asked me to undertake a very delicate mission. They want me to speak with a banshee by the name of Agatha about a spell book.
Banshee, you say?
I'm sorry?
A banshee?
A banshee.
Isn't talking to them generally a fatal sort of thing? Or is it just when they scream at you?
I did try and find her, but she unfortunately did not appear to me. I think it might have had something to do with I was without gifts for her. So what I'm needing is a group of fine people like you guys to bring Agatha a suitable gift. This jeweled silver comb, which she holds up. I don't have a picture of it, sorry. Just make of it what you will. You need to persuade her to tell what she knows about the location of a spell book that belongs to a legendary mage by the name of Bowgentle. I believe that a character who flatters Agatha's vanity might be able to trade the comb for the answer. If you guys will take this comb to her and see if you can't persuade her to give the answer, I promise I will give you 3. Well, wait a minute. There's how many of you guys are there? Not 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 2. Oh, I don't know how to count anymore. I will give each one of you a potion of healing as a payment.
All right, then. Lavari, if you would like to hold on to the comb for now, or do you think I should hold on to it?
No, I'll hold on to it. Sure. Lavari's like looking kind of hesitant. Like, wait, aren't banshees like kind of awful? Like, is sort of what she's thinking, but she's gonna hesitantly like hold out a hand.
If I may ask, how did your encounter with this banshee go when you went about it?
I actually never spoke with her. She did not appear for me at all. I did try and go, but that was before I heard about this. That she wants something spectacular, a nice gift to possibly persuade her to come out and trade. I don't have the energy to do it. That's why I'm seeking somebody else. Not only that, I've already been there once. I have a feeling if I return even with the comb that I provided to you guys, she will not appear.
Is she particularly friendly? Is this a friendly banshee?
Friendly, I'm not sure, but I do know that if you do woo her, flatter her, she possibly will not hurt you.
So she's not friendly, but she's bribable.
Pretty much.
Sounds like my ex-girlfriend.
Mine too.
Don't we all have one? Oh, hello, kitty. Apparently one of the town's cats felt it was necessary to come get some attention, and the dogs aren't liking that.
Silly town dogs.
Well,
So
Okay.
anyway,
We'll
I
see what we
heard that
can
if you're
do.
respectful and polite, you should be fine.
Oh, we're great
Linus
at that.
looks to Corin. Well, I guess that means we're out.
I think you're more charming than you know.
Linus
Oh,
sort of
man.
you see the tips of Linus's ears get a little red, but he tries not to. Outwardly, he tries not to show anything. But
It's adorable.
And the little bush behind you starts shaking, kind of giggling.
okay, so now that we've got that all figured out, let's there's an orchard.
Yeah.
Yes, let's head to the orchard. He just sort of like quickly makes his way up there.
I was nice to meet you. Bye.
Enjoy your stay here.
That's not creepy at all.
Lavari's like looking down at the comb, and like, so I'm picturing it as this like one of the hair combs that you actually put your hair up with. So like,
Yeah, I'm
one of
thinking like
the-
what I'm thinking is maybe like that comb from Mulan that they put in her hair,
yeah, probably.
something along those lines. I mean, you know, hey, be quiet, you. The dogs are getting vicious now.
He lost a shrub.
That's
did.
not good.
Oh no.
All right, so
You guys eventually make your way over into the orchard.
Wow, Lucas suddenly grew fabulous facial hair.
Sorry, someone was complaining at the door.
Happens.
but we are all over the place now.
It's fine. This is fine. This is perfect.
Sorry.
Oh no. So while you guys are walking, Lovaria is sort of like looking at this comb, like, wow, this is really beautiful, and she's just absorbed in the detail of the silver work. While
You okay there, Cal?
Well, do we want to go after the banshee, or do we want to check out this place next?
I thought you guys had decided to go to the orchard.
Yes. We can run up to the orchard real quick.
Linus kind of used it as a way to.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, the ceilings.
Oh.
He heads up and knocks on the door, and he's like, "Hello there. Heard around town that you've been in a bit of a bother. Is there anything maybe we could do about it?"
I've heard some stories. If you want, I can tell you one.
I've got time. Let's have a chat.
All right. Well, some of the prospectors that are in the hills that work in the northeast of Phandelver, someone's digging around in those ruins known as Old Owl Well. More disturbingly, several of those prospectors have reported being chased from the area by undead. So, what if you guys are adventurers, yes?
That would be.
After a fashion.
Well, what I'd like you guys to do is visit those ruins, 2 days march northeast of here, and find out who's there and what they're up to. In those ruins, there's an old watchtower of an ancient magical empire known as Netheril. I'm worried that dangerous magic might be dormant there. So, if you guys could, please check out the area and make sure Old Owlwell is okay. Take care of any miscreants that are out there, and when you come back, I will more than happily pay you a good fee for that.
I'm all
Let's
about
do it.
getting paid.
Well, you will get paid handsomely. I've got a couple of gold pieces I can hand out to you fellas and ladies.
Linus turns and looks to everyone. It's like, well, it looks like no matter which way we go today, we've got a bit of a date with some undead. What do you think of it? Are we looking to bash some heads or talk to a screamer?
I think
Wait.
we bash heads first.
wait, what? Lilvari's gonna look up from the comb and just be like, I'm sorry, I missed that. What?
There's some ruins up a few days away, and apparently they've been having some issues with some undead, and possibly ancient magic to fuck around with, which will be great. So, what do you think? Bash some heads or talk to a screamer?
Why not both?
Well, I was just thinking which one we do first.
Which
Oh.
one's closer?
Smashy, smashy.
I think the orchard's closer, technically.
Well, yeah, we've already talked
We're-
to the
yeah.
people at the orchard. There's a
Because you've
ruin-
taken up the quests I have, I have went ahead and revealed where on the map you guys will be heading.
Ooh.
Let me bring you over there real quick.
Alright,
Wow.
Ah.
So, Phandelver is way down here.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably about a 2 days trip to get to Agatha's, to get to this little point here.
Okay.
And from there, Agatha's will be closer, so you can hit up Agatha first, if you wish. Or you can take care of Old Owl Will, which is going to be in the middle of some more mountains. Kind of like Wyvern Tor.
Why don't we talk it over while we head there, since there's a crossroads that we'll have to make a decision at anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds
Accurate.
to be a good one.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
All right, let's see if we run into anything on the road.
I'm assuming you guys spend the night, so you'll get a long rest and all whatever else, anything that you have used is definitely gone. Definitely restored. So, again, marching order, I'm assuming that our lovely little bush is gonna take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. As always.
Finishing my bubble tea, that was good.
I love bubble tea.
Anyway, that's actually the first time I've had that one. It's a mocha, but
delicious.
it's a reusable cup
Ooh.
at the same time.
Interesting.
I don't know.
So Lilvari is totally gonna twist up her hair and put the comb in her hair, right between the horns.
Okay.
I hope it's not
Safekeeping.
cursed.
I guess that works.
Please don't be cursed. Please don't be cursed.
No, it's not cursed, I promise.
Or is it? Yeah. No.
It's just it's just a minor curse that gives you last season's hairstyle.
Oh no, bueno.
A curse of inconvenience.
Those are the best.
All right.
ones.
So, Wild Locust, roll me a d20.
I
The
love
curse of
fives.
Medley.
$5.
5s and 4s, that's our numbers for tonight, folks. Go buy your lottery tickets.
Oh yes, lots of 5s, lots of 4s.
All right, well.
And one very
Excuse me.
memorable one.
Well, I don't know how much he actually remembers.
Actually, it was
Probably
2
nothing.
because it was he failed the con and then he failed the deck.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was 2 in a row. It was like, oh.
I'm going to say that you guys are super happy, super excited. What the hell is that might be?
We had our Wheaties this morning, so
You had your
Yes.
Wheaties today, so it turns out that you were able to make quite a good range there to get up the Tribor Trail, Tribor Trail. Not Tribor, Tribor Trail, and I made a mess on my shirt.
To be fair, Troubadour Trail sounds like something that exists. So
Totally.
Yes.
Well,
Absolutely.
the reason why I keep saying Troubadour is that's the way my DM did it. Kept saying it when we did it on our side. When I went through it first.
Mm-hmm.
So Tribor is actually the real way it's pronounced. So
the
please
D stands
forgive
for
me.
dyslexic. All right, so
So, I'm gonna ask you guys, because right now I'll put you maybe about 2 hours after dusk. Do you guys want to keep going? Or do you want to camp for the night?
Lilvari gonna like look at Corin when they get to the point where they could camp and see what Dad has to say.
I know what you're doing.
Well, what moral
Corin is looking down at
guidance
Lavari
does-
going, I know what you're doing.
What
We can
moral
camp.
guidance will Orc Daddies have to share with us today?
Yeah.
Would you like to camp here?
I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad spot, I guess.
Where are we again on the map, DM?
Kind of
Right
equidistant
there where
between
the
Old Owl
party
and
mark
Gath
is.
there.
It might be a good idea to be well rested before we go up against the things.
Then we will camp here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can
4
you park the
shifts.
car, Dad?
We have 4
Uh,
shifts. Who's gonna take first?
Hold I'll take first.
Keldolin, the usual D20, please.
Oh!
Yes.
Opposite end
Now
of the
roll a
spectrum.
D12.
Oh.
Now roll a d12. 6.
Mm.
Here we go.
Good for you!
And now roll me an insight check.
Oh boy.
I'm good at
Insight.
that.
15.
You see 2 hobgoblins. Standing probably about here from your campsite. I mean, maybe about 15-20 feet. They're looking and they're thinking on if they want to try and attack or if they just want to stay put.
Is Spirit awake?
Yes.
Depending on where they're at from me,
Okay, here, hold on. Let me bring out a token for you. How's that?
yeah.
Ah.
Trade my dice. My luck.
Find the
I
damn.
brought it up,
There it
so
is.
it had to break. It was just bound to happen.
You spoke it into
Well,
the
we're-
universe.
Yeah.
We're camping, so we weren't walking and you ran into them. So that hasn't changed.
So what
I'm
I'm
saying-
gonna
Like
go
that.
ahead. Okay. So what Keldon's gonna do is he's going to go around to the far side of where our fire is. And he's gonna look over at Spirit, and then as he's crossing behind the fire, so the fire's in between them, he's gonna crouch down and transform into his wolf. And then he's going to look over at Spirit and just let out the loudest howl he can.
And Spirit's going to join in and make it even louder.
Lilvari's like,
Lioness is just sitting there. I just fell asleep.
Told you if you can't take care of them, you shouldn't have them.
rude. Wait.
Looks up. Looks
And
around.
Wild Lucas sits up and goes, Do I see the hobgoblin since I sat up and looked around?
Roll me a perception.
Ooh, I
Do you
get
want one from all of us?
Yeah.
I just fell asleep.
You fuzzily see them,
Oh.
Lavari. You don't see Jack.
Lilvari doesn't even have her eyes open yet. She's doing that thing where she's like,
13.
what's going on?
Gordon, your 18 is good. Linus 13. Who? Oh, it's Kelvin. All right.
Mhm.
So, Lavari, you just hear the howling, and you're like, "What in the what is going on? What are you guys doing? What?" just basically running a slur of curses half awake with your eyes closed.
Absolutely.
Linus, you see the outmakes of one of them, mostly just a weapon. So it kind of freaks you out a little bit, but your senses come through a little better, and you can definitely see at least a partial bit of hobgoblin. Corin, you definitely see the hobgoblin. You see two of them, actually. Both of them with swords. Well, one of them has their longbow out, but has kind of lowered it a little bit because he got a little bit odd. It felt a little bit off from the howls. But yeah, one has a longbow, the other has a long sword.
Does
Linus uses his hammer to get himself to his feet.
Yeah. Let's just.
He's not. He's wearing his chainmail, but he's not wearing pants.
Oh dear.
Well, that's what one does when you're sleeping.
Lilvari is now awake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm awake
Right.
now.
Okay then.
Fine. Fine.
What do you bastards want?
All right, everybody, roll for initiative.
Oh, they want to party.
Of course they do.
Much obliged.
And this is when
Don't
I start
forget to
rolling
click
good.
on. Yeah, don't
Oh,
forget to click on your token before you roll.
Oh,
There's
right.
my
Oh.
token. There's my token. Let's try this again. Come on. There we
I
go.
guess I need to bring my token over. Both of them.
Can you change mine to 12, please?
All right, give me a second. Well,
12.
yeah, it's changed.
Oh, okay. I thought you were confirmed. Never mind.
No, I haven't set everything up yet.
I fixed my spirit wolf. I had the wrong hit points for him, so he's now fixed.
Good for you.
Yeah. He doesn't have 4 anymore. He's got 20.
All
Good
right.
jump.
I'll leave you at that one, Linus.
So maybe he won't die so quick.
Right. All right. So first up is going to be Corin. Okay, let's try this one more time. Corin, you're up first.
Is
What would you like
the
to-
is the bow drawn?
He has, after the howling, he lowered the one that has the bow, which I'm gonna say is this one.
It,
He's lowered it.
um,
By
I'm a
this
big
point.
dude.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
gonna yell. I'm just gonna start screaming at him, like trying to scare bears away from your camp. Like literally, like try and make as much noise as possible and make
Banging
these
on a
stop.
pot.
That's literally gonna be. Like, just start making as much noise, like axe on his shield. Like, it's probably the easiest way to deal with pests.
He's gonna look at you. They're gonna look at you and think you're nuts. Is that all you're gonna do for your turn, though?
I will hold an attack action.
Okay. Wild Locust.
Seeing them, I'm going to slip back into the tree line because we were sleeping next to the tree line, and I'm going to slip back into the tree line. And because we would not sleep in the middle of the road. No, we do not sleep in the middle of the road. No. And
You're running
I'm
that cart.
going, yeah, I know you would. And I'm going to hold an action on shooting either one of them if they make a move. So whichever one makes a threatening move, I'll shoot.
Like an attack or.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him with my arrow. I've got my arrow pulled and holding.
Notched and ready.
Notched and ready. Give me a reason to do the release.
All right. Keldolin?
Catelyn's gonna just kind of move in concert with Spirit, where they're just slowly circling around like the very edge of the fire,
Mm-hmm.
teeth bared, and just doing that low menacing growl as they're not getting too much closer, but they're on a hair trigger if anything should go violent. So basically, if they make a move, Keldolin just charges at them.
And
Are we all doing superhero poses waiting for them? That'd be awesome.
yeah.
Kind
and,
of.
and Spirit's doing pack tactics kind of thing with Keldolin. So
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
it's doing the pack thing.
Lilvari's still like half awake, but if she can say something real quick, she'll tell people like, "Come here, gather."
Are you trying to tell that
Come
to your
hither.
party or to the hobgoblins?
To
Come
party.
hither.
Hobgoblins, come here. I got something to tell you. Come here.
Come whisper in my ear. No, she's telling her party like, meh,
She has not had her 5 cups of coffee yet.
Yeah.
Only 5?
We're
Is that
huddle
the
up.
end of your turn, Keldolin?
Yes.
No, that's this guy's turn now.
Mhm.
He's gonna look and think that some of you guys have watched me rocker, wondering why one of them disappeared. Why are there 2 wolves instead of 1? Because they only scouted 1 earlier. And
Why is the halfling not wearing pants?
well, yeah, why is the halfling not wearing pants? Why is the tiefling telling what he assumes to be him to go to her?
The halfling, no
What's
pants.
the deal
Come
with the
to
shrub
me.
that just
Come
vanished?
to me, halfling.
Why are there 2 wolves instead of 1? Where'd the orc go?
Yeah.
And there seems to be a bizarre-looking fighter dude. He's just basically confused as quack as all get down there. He's the one holding the sword. He's gonna lower it a little bit and say, "What the fudge is wrong with you guys?" That's pretty much gonna be his turn. He's not gonna move. Linus.
Linus hefts his warhammer, puts it over his shoulder, and starts making his way sort of in front of Lilvari. And he looks to the 2 hobgoblins like, "Listen, pal, there's a lot more of us than there are of you. If you want to walk out of here with all your teeth, I suggest you turn around and do it now."
Verbatim, I said the same thing to a group the other day, and they wanted to lose their teeth.
I should be a dentist.
We should go into business.
Right? Just completely, like, dismissing these 2 hobgoblins.
You just see Keldolin just shaking his large furry head.
And what's it to you, halfling?
What's it to me? I was just about to take a good nap and then you 2 bastards showed up. Listen, I'm in a bad mood. This is your final chance. You either walk away now or you crawl away later.
They just remain in their spot. Linus, is there anything else you wish to do?
Well, they're not listening. Linus
Well,
is
they're not drawing their swords or bows, but they're not moving away either. They're just standing there waiting to figure out what the hell's going on with the group.
We're crazy. Don't mess with us.
He's our friend and he's crazy.
Linus puts his puts the hammer on his shoulders, so he's sort of resting his arms on it, and he sort of turns and like dismissively turns his back on these
He's
hobgoblins.
totally mooning them.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's a little bum underneath his shirt. That's it.
Hey,
It's like hospital
Don't
gown length. It's
tempt
hospital
me.
gown length. So
Should we
it
make-
hides
should
the
we-
important stuff, but you're like from the back end, you were getting the whole back end.
Just got a
Should we
banana
make
hammock.
Linus roll for booty?
Would that be intimidation or seduction? I mean, what?
No, it's just a flat D10.
Flat D10.
Ugh.
Said it before and I'll say it again. Why not
Linus
both?
is pretty thick.
Oh, I was rolling for cake.
Yeah, you rolled for cake,
Was
my
rolling
friend.
for cake. I'm gonna need
Let me
to.
see here. Hold on.
You know, the Donkadonks.
I'm literally going to need to know. I'm literally going to need to know if Linus is wearing underwear because what I'm about to do involves concentration, and there's cake involved.
Okay, this one here don't give a shit. This one here kind of has goo eyes. You know, like the little heart eyes. He's like, oh my.
Oh, he's not the only one, honey.
Oh, goodness.
He is not the only one.
We have a
Let's just
love,
say,
love
Linus is
connection.
decent from the front, but yeah, if he turns around, you're seeing butt cheeks. He's
And
pale.
I made a roll and one failed, the other succeeded. The one that succeeded, I chose which one succeeded, and it was him. So he sees Linus's butt. He actually kind of sees it pretty good because he's closer, and he gets goo eyes.
Oh.
The other one is just pissed.
Well,
If
now
that's
I'm
the end of your turn,
confused.
we'll go on to Lavari.
Okay, so Lovari, after a moment of like just damn, she's gonna be like, okay, go away. And her voice, as she like starts her spell, her voice like kind of booms a little bit. Like it doesn't amplify, but it obviously has power to it. And it's almost like a growl. Her eyes light up with the same violet light that you usually see from her mind shards or whatever, and she casts warding wind around her party. So she's like kind of putting her hand down, and as she does, this like circle of wind rises up around the party. So it's 10 feet centered on her. So she's gonna like, I guess just before this, she's gonna like take a step back, and try to like center herself within her party so that the hobgoblins get caught by the wind itself or are separated from the party by the wind, whichever is feasible. So yeah, she's going to go ahead and cast warding wind. It's like a 20-mile-per-hour wind, 10 feet radius, and it's up to 10 minutes, presuming she can keep her concentration. Linus.
I believe.
Well, there goes the campfire.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
This,
We can
all
make
this,
another one.
this is the first time that I think Corin's actually seen Lavari like use any of her magic properly.
You know, I think the
Properly.
only ones you've seen before would be
Or
like the little mind
cantrips.
slivers.
Yeah.
So this is he went from seeing cantrips to like this is her full like second level, one of her second level like,
Yeah.
spells. So
In this giant wind tunnel, he kind of looks down and gives you the side eye and goes, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." Like in this terrible wind tunnel, he's just standing there. He's like, all right. Okay.
I was sleeping, you woke me up. Go away.
I woke up for this shit.
Yeah.
And that is my turn.
And now it's this guy's turn, the one with the hand bow. I think what was it? The long bow.
Cat attacks.
He is gonna being
No range
being
for
that he
him.
still was pissed off from what Linus did. He's going to aim at Linus and try and hit, but of course it's at disadvantage.
Good luck.
Don't say that.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 actually does hit. He wasn't wearing his shield. It
Right
barely
in the
hits.
bottom. Right in the bottom, because
Oh.
that's where I was aiming anyway.
Right in the honest cheek.
Right on his cheek, he gets hit for 5 hit points.
What can he
Ouch.
say? He wanted a piece of that cake.
Jeez.
He totally carved himself a slice.
It's on now.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
Blood
have some
has been
issues with that
drawn.
concentration there, Ilvari, because Linus has now been shot in the ass.
Oh boy.
Playing.
Alright. Well, darn it, I can't shoot my bow. There's wind in the way.
You're welcome.
You can shoot it, but it'll be at a disadvantage.
I think you can move too. It's difficult terrain, so you would need to use a bunch of movement, but you can still move through it.
I was just holding an action for one of them to attack. So,
So it looks like they're not.
Yeah.
well,
No,
Well,
did
one
already.
shot.
Some did, yeah. You
yeah,
got it.
one's got
Yeah.
an arrow in his.
An arrow in my ass, yeah.
I was an adventurer like you until I took an
Yeah.
arrow in the bump.
Yeah, Keldalin's charging the one that attacked Linus.
Yeah, so
I can't attack, but he's just charging at him.
How many? What is your movement?
As a wolf, I have 40 feet.
So basically 20 feet through.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, it's 10-foot radius, so you would be able to.
You should have been able to get to the hobgoblin that was attacking Linus. So yeah, I'll let you go ahead and have your attack.
Okay, we gotta go bite with pet tactics.
which means we get advantage.
18.
Meets it, beats it. So you do
And-
hit him.
And he needs to make a strength save.
He passes.
Okay.
So how much damage does he take then? Does he take that 5 damage?
Yep.
And 18 meets it, beats it. So how much damage from the wolfie?
He takes 2d4 plus 2. Hold on. Let's see. I need to program that in. 2 4 plus 2. 8.
How do you want Spirit to finish this guy off?
Well, I mean, if Keldalin was attacking from the front, Spirit will attack from the back, so he's returning the favor.
Chom.
I just imagine what happens is like Keldalin jumps up, grabs one part of the guy's face, and is pulling the neck to bare the guy's neck, and Spirit just bites his throat out.
There you go.
Backstab.
Jeez, who did I get myself in with all of a sudden?
Hmm.
Right on.
All right, so. And now there's one less hobgoblin.
Well, Locust, besides having Spirit attack, what else are you going to do?
I'm going to step out of the wind, and I'm not giving this guy a chance. He is getting shot.
Okay.
Longbow.
4 piercing.
And Hail of Thorns.
He's toast.
He's Dex. Hold on. Unless he saves,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he can save.
which he did. He got an 11.
So he gets 5 more piercing. I gotta work on that deck save.
Mm.
Because you're a ranger, it's tied to your wisdom.
Yep.
I know, my wisdom's a 10. So it's a straight.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. And I'm standing outside of the wind, so I'm over here.
I'm sorry, the broken heart.
I had you guys go backwards. It was supposed to be Cornin that goes first, not Keldolin. Yeah. But Cornin, you want to
It's
go
fine.
ahead and finish this off?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Go for it. I'll let you have all the fun you want. You can make it up to him, kick his
Boy,
booty, and yeah.
Go for
sorry.
it. No, go
Nope,
for it.
you're all good.
Right.
Come
Stick to it.
on, hit him.
Good old thumpy thump.
Thump him hard. Oh, nice.
Oh,
And tell me how you decide to
Oops.
obliterate this poor hobgoblin.
I don't do anything fancy, and I don't make a show of it. I try and make it as painless as possible and as quick as possible, and I will immediately start stripping them for gear and any
They
money
don't
they
have
have.
anything on them.
Okay. Then we'll have to bury them.
Yeah, he had like 2 hit points left.
That's about right.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys are free to go back to bed. And
No,
the
I'm
rest
gonna.
of the rest
I'm
the
gonna.
rest of the shift is uneventful.
I'm gonna spend the rest of the night burying them if nobody else is helping.
I don't.
Keldolin would shift out and would shift back and help.
Linus pulls the arrow out from his ass and he's like, the one time I sleep without pants. The one bloody time. And he's just- and
Are
then he-
you sure
Yeah.
this was just the one time?
Yeah, I think the odds caught up to you.
Lil Vari is like, do you want healing?
He likes it. Shh.
He's gonna fall back asleep and it'll heal on its own.
That's not the point. Lil Vari's healing spells are touch spells.
I'm pretty sure Linus got the point here.
Literally.
Yeah, Lil Vari's like, my healing spells are touch spells.
There's a brief
All I know
like,
is that
pause.
the hobgoblins are very quickly, and it's time for Corin to go to sleep. Who's going to take second watch?
I'll take second.
Actually, I was gonna say Linus would probably still be awake from the arrow in the butt. Now,
Adrenaline.
Lilvari helping out.
Oh yeah, that too. Different kind of adrenaline.
Different kind of adrenaline.
Mm.
Okay, I'm over it. Why do I get the? Just because that's just who I am. Okay, dirty brain. I'll take it to the laundromat later.
Tender frustration.
Okay. Whomever is going to be doing second watch, roll me a d20.
Alright. Go for it, Linus.
Bam. 6.
You're fine. Third watch.
Alright, I'll take third watch. Let's see.
You're fine. Last watch before breakfast.
Lil
Corn
Vari.
will start the coffee. He'll get up and do it.
Sure.
But who will take watch?
I'll do both.
You're gonna do 2 watches.
Sure.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought there was just the
There-
one watch, and I'll make coffee on the last watch.
Yeah.
Roll me a d20 for that last watch. You're fine.
I have coffee. I'm better than fine.
You're
All right.
caffeinated.
So, my question to you guys is, are we going to go to Agatha's lair or the old owl well?
So once we're all awake, we'll probably talk about it as we're going down the road, right?
But we would have talked about it yesterday, and
That
I would have
too.
been voting for the old well because it
Can you guys
sounded.
give me like about a couple of seconds here? I really need
Yep.
to step away for a moment.
No worries, we
problem.
can dicker for a couple minutes.
I'm gonna go get a water refill.
Linus is kind of
He says I'll do it.
Linus is of the opinion of going to the well as well. A little bit because he didn't get a chance to do anything. He feels like he missed out. But a lot of it is, yeah, I think his opinion is get the fighting done and over with. We'll have time to rest before we talk to Agatha anyways.
I just don't want to
so-
talk to someone, so.
I
I think everyone else wants to go to the well. Like, that's fine. We'll have to do both eventually, right?
Mhm.
Well, what do you think, Lavari?
I mean, if we do the well first, I get to hang on to the comb longer, so I'm good with that.
I suppose the well it is.
Mm.
I also kind of assume that that our friendly shrub is not going to be the one doing the talking when we get to the banshee.
Beautiful
No.
last second.
If you guys are all like muted, then maybe. And then it's probably going to be speaking with arrows, but
Yeah.
Well, I can try to speak to her once we get to that point. You just have to hold off from shooting her for like
Yeah. Try and
5
talk to her,
minutes.
not-
okay.
Like you can probably get ready.
Are we going to the Banshee? Is that what we've decided?
No,
No,
no.
we're going to the well first.
Well, first.
Okay.
Don't think we want to piss off the Banshee. If we're going to metagame, she's CR6. And that's twice our level.
Is that all?
Piece
Well,
of cake.
it's
Let's
also
take two of them.
It's a friggin' Banshee.
Yeah.
Let's take two of them. That is what the Final Fantasy tanks think. I will grab the entire dungeon and then let's fight it.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
I've got I've got a defense cooldown. We'll be fine.
The glorious
All right,
return.
sorry about that. Nature's a nasty little beast with me.
No worries. The general consensus was we go to the well first.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you're gonna take a bit of a shortcut, and we'll just move you all over there. Yada yada yada. Old Owl Well.
I heard Old Owl.
Like
Old
Weird Al, but
AL.
old.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Old
So-
Owl.
Ow. He's
Just
getting
owl.
up there. Yeah.
Although he doesn't look like he's aged at all.
Mm-mm.
Like
Mm-mm.
it took him 50 years to turn 40.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's been at 40 for 20 years.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Clean living.
You can hear his dentures though when he talks.
What?
He's either got dentures or a retainer.
Huh.
I watched an interview of him recently about
Yeah, I clicked the link.
the iconic songs.
Yeah,
The biopic.
that was
Yeah.
cool.
You can definitely hear he's got. I think it is a retainer.
Huh.
That sounds like a Weird Al thing.
Huh.
Okay. So I need one more d20 roll from our resident shrub to see if we see anything on the way.
7.
Sven.
7?
We're good then.
Yay. No 20s.
All right, information here. Old Owl Well, built thousands of years ago by a long vanished empire. Old Owl Well is a ruined watchtower that now consists of little more than a few crumbling walls and the broken stump of a tower. In the tower's courtyard stands an old well that still delivers clean, fresh water. Old Owl Well lies in the wild, rugged hills south of the Tribor Trail. The suite is relatively easy to find, the site rather, good word, is relatively easy to find, and let's see, and you've been provided directions by many people from Phandelver. Recently, prospectors in the area have noted that someone has set up a campsite at Old Owl Well, and the undead guardians have been posted to keep intruders out. So, as you crest a low ridge, you spy the crumbling ruins of an old watchtower standing amid the rugged hills. The place is so old the walls are only mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard of sorts. Adjacent to the broken stump of an old tower, a colorful tent has been set up in the middle of the courtyard. But no one is in sight. What do you guys want to do?
This looks certainly conspicuous. Kind of look to Wild Locust. Would you care to take a gander there, Shrub?
I'll be right back. Thank God I get advantage.
Boom, bang.
I get
I'll tell you
advantage on
what.
stealth, so.
All right.
A green shrub
it's-
does not look very conspicuous.
I will
in
tell
these
you what,
brown
guys.
hills.
I'll tell you what. Let's just say you make it to almost Old Owl Well, and you decide to take a camp for the night, but nothing's going to happen because you're going to be in a cave that you've investigated to the back. Well, basically it's like a bear cave, but no, there's no bear inside. And no signs
So a
of
cave.
bears being there for a while. So just a cave. A short cave. You guys put up an interesting little trinket that covers the cave, makes it look like nothing's there, and then you sleep. So what we'll do is we'll put off Old Owl Well until next session.
Makes sense.
Only because there's a lot to do, and a lot of it gets right into combat real quick, is what I was looking at. So, rather than just go right into combat, do turn orders, and have everything stop, I'll stop you guys right outside Old Owl Well, and I'll have you repeat your stealth and survival.
Well, I was
time.
finding the hiding place, so I found us a really good hiding place.
Yes, you did. Okay. You found a better hiding place outside the well. That's maybe when you guys will when we continue the session, you guys are gonna basically wake up with a full night's rest. So whatever spell slots you've used are back to you again. I don't care. You're gonna be full health. You guys are gonna be level 4. You heard me right. Level up, guys.
Woohoo!
So you guys will be level 4. Because you guys are getting closer and closer to the end. And before you make it to the final destination, I do want to make sure you guys are level 5.
Please don't call it the final destination.
I follow Devin Sawa on Twitter.
All right. Before you reach the final location, the final battle, the BBE,
Can we just say hamburger time? Hamburger time.
the ugly bad guy.
Peanut butter jelly
Right.
time?
It's business. Okay. So,
This is a serious campaign.
The stakes
I
are
don't think
high.
it's been
We're
serious.
professionals.
I don't think this has been serious from day one. All right. So,
That's the joke.
this is what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna take a long rest, literally for a week. Wake up refreshed and ready to go into Old Owl Well. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead and give a couple of thank yous. I want to thank you, all my cast, for everything that you've done. You guys are hilarious as hell, and definitely make this worthwhile, even though I'm half asleep now all of a sudden.
Hey,
It happens. It's late for me too. I want to thank those of you who are currently watching live in the chat, or that were watching live and went to sleep. Sorry about that. Any of those who are watching the video on demand, thank you. Then we have those who are watching on YouTube at a later time. Thank you so very much for watching. If you've gotten this far, you obviously loved it. Give it a big old thumbs up. You can also subscribe and hit that bell so that we can tell that you guys, so you can tell when we upload these videos, because it's very rare we upload videos at any particular rate of speed, should I say?
Kevin's just really bad at.
Not bad,
Yeah.
just
Well, don't forget,
erratic.
Kevin's not the one
Erratic.
that's actually doing the Kevin's not the one doing the cutting and the pasting there. It's somebody else, and once they get it done, then Kevin uploads it to YouTube.
Oh,
So
I
Just
see.
erratic, not bad, just erratic.
yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
subscribe, because then you'll actually know when he puts them up, because we don't.
yeah.
Right. You never know.
It's
You
my
never
second
know
day.
with Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
new
just
here.
work here. Yeah, I just work here.
Speaking of which, we also want to thank Kevin for giving us this lovely night and ability to allow me to take this chair. So, I never would have thought I've actually gotten this far in the campaign, because I did try it a few times before and never got anywhere. But apparently, third time's a charm. And I want to thank my lovely cast for doing that, because I think they're the ones that have helped me more than I've helped them. Anyway,
It's all
guys,
group
don't forget
effort.
to level up overnight, over the week. If you need any questions, my DM is always available. Any of you guys wish to come and join me or take my seat from me, I don't care. You can do so in our Discord. Link in the description if you're on YouTube. Otherwise, just look for us on Discord. Use the little chat. Yay. So we do try and incorporate anybody who wants to play, or wants to do a dungeon master. I'm one of the first few who've actually done the dungeon master part. I think with that, that's enough chitter chatter. It's time for us to get moving on. So, one more final thank you to everybody and my cast and my crew. I love you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Solar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a wonderful
thank you.
day. Have a good
You have a
week,
good
and we'll
night,
see you all
too.
next
Night.
week to conquer the owl well.
Be nice to each other.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Each other. Bye.
Support local artists.
Bye.